Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making barbecue pork buns. In order to make those buns, let's first start by making the filling. So in my pan I'm going to take some oil. About 2 teaspoons of oil, and I'm going to add minced or chopped ginger. I'll let it saute for some time. Now for this ginger, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some green onions or scallions. Roughly chopped scallions. Then I'm going to add about my meat, and I cut them into small pieces. Now let's make our meat nice and flavorsome. First we're going to add is 1 teaspoon of 5-spice powder, 1 teaspoon of chicken powder, light soy 1 teaspoon, use light soy. Next, I'm going to add sugar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, finally I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of red coloring, just to get a nice red char siu color. Not too much, just a little bit of eating of edible color. Okay, I'm going to quickly stir all this and get back to you. So here you go, the filling is now ready. I'm going to turn off the flame and let this filling cool till it's completely cool, and then I'm going to use my filling. In the meanwhile, we'll move on to the next step, which is making the bread dough and allowing it to then rise. Let's make the bread dough now. In my mixing bowl, I'm going to take 800 grams of plain all-purpose flour. Okay, and to this I'm going to add a couple of things. First thing I'm going to add is 2 teaspoons of, that's 2 teaspoons of sugar, salt as per your taste. I'm just using about half a teaspoon. Okay. Next I'm going to add is 1 teaspoon of baking powder, that's baking powder, next I'm going to add is 1 packet of instant yeast. What I'm doing is I'm going to add in a half a cup of water, warm water, slightly warm water. I've added little sugar, 1 teaspoon of sugar and the yeast, and left it for 2 minutes. Once you see there's froth coming up, that means your yeast is fine and you can use it. If there is no froth coming after a while, that means your yeast has expired. So do not use that yeast, alright? Only if you see froth coming up after about 2 to 3 minutes, or sometimes even 5 minutes depending on the temperature of your room. When you see a lot of froth coming on top of your yeast mixture, that means your yeast is fine to use. Okay. I'm going to start my mixer now. And mix it until the dough is completely done. Finally, what I'm going to do is add a little bit of oil. See how elastic and nice the dough is? Just about two teaspoons of oil is good enough. And I'm going to again start kneading it. Once you see the dough nice and once the dough is nice and elastic, that's when you will stop kneading it. Otherwise, continue kneading it. It's not quite done now, I see. This needs a little bit more. So I'm going to turn on the machine again and let it knead. I'm going to knead it now again for another 2 minutes and show you again. So here you go. Can you see how the dough looks now? Nice and elastic. That's when you know that your dough is done. I'm going to now stop this and let it rest. What I'm doing now is I'm going to keep my dough to rest inside my microwave because it's warm inside there, so that it rises and the dough is ready to use after an hour or so. So I'm going to leave my dough for an hour inside the microwave so that the dough rises and doubles its size. Okay? See you in 1 hour. As you can see now, the dough has risen, doubled in size, and it's come nice and porous. Can you see? Now is the time when I'm going to knead it again and start making my bread. Let's start making our buns. I've taken one. Now keep in mind that you will need to make sure that you start with keep the center thick and the sides thinner. Okay? Make sure that the center is nice and thick and your sides are thin. So roll it towards the ends of your dough. Okay? Next, I'm going to add my filling, just enough filling, and start shaping them just the way I want them. I'm just going to make sure that all the dough and roll it nice. Okay. So here you go. My first bun is ready. I'm going to take out parchment paper and put it on top like this and put it in the steamer. As you can see now, I've arranged all the buns inside the steamer. However, I have not turned on the flame, neither have I started boiling the water. I'm going to let these buns rise again inside the steamer. Once they double in size, that's when I will turn on the flame of the steaming water and let it cook them. Alright, so I'm going to allow it now to rise again for the next an hour or so. Alright, so see you again in an hour. As you can see now, it has risen twice the size of its original size. The dough is now ready to be steamed. Now what I'm going to do is turn on the steamer and let it steam for about 25 to 30 minutes until it's done. So here you go. The buns are ready. I've taken them off the steamer and let it cool. If you like my recipe, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also ensure that you click the like button and comment on the recipe. Also make sure that you click on the bell icon so that you get further notification about the next recipe that I will be posting on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Char Siu Bao 试试啊，好软啊，这样大，那来别过了，很软。
很好吃，很软啊！这个叉烧包来的，做得很好，又很好吃，还很软，做得很好。这个叉烧包来的。